Anyway, so I wanted to talk about Proposition 19, and the reason why I think it failed and why I think it should pass. So Proposition 19 allowed a person to carry 1 ounce of marijuana, and they were able to grow the same amount at home. But of course, it didn't pass. I believe that the reason that it didn't pass is for the same reason that we were talking about, how where the Republicans took over the Senate, and it is because the way they advertised it.
Yeah.
The opposition was advertising it as, of course, the opposition being paid. Do you know that the opposition was being paid by the alcohol companies?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because they would no, I didn't know that.
Do you have an assumption of why they might be interested in?
Because they would lose business.
They lose business, of course. It will be a type of competition. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Because you cannot get drunk or high. A lot of people don't do that. They don't mix those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, legally can't. But people do
legally
it.
you can, yeah, but illegally tampoco. Si no tienes supuestamente la tarjeta que tienes que tener. Pero you just get too fucked up. You know what I mean? Most people just don't do that. You either get high or get drunk. But the way they were, and it came down to the way they advertised it as well. So the opposition was making false accusations like, if Proposition 19 passes now, people are gonna be showing up high at work. People are gonna be driving high their cars. You know what I mean? And all of these things. Would you want somebody, when you go to the hospital, when you go to the ER, would you want somebody who's high to treat you? That is in a matter of life and death.
Yeah.
And of course, first of all, whoever decides to show up high at your work is gonna show up high regardless.
Yeah.
If marijuana is legal or
And
not.
at this point, it's so accessible that the people who smoke already do it. Like how you're saying, like they've already done it if they were going to. Like.
Yeah, it's not like, it's approved now we can smoke anywhere.
Yeah.
Let's smoke at church with the pastor after the club.
Yeah.
No, you don't. That's why you have rules with alcohol that, if you show up drunk at work, you're gonna get fired. And whoever smokes weed probably knows that too.
Yeah, and I mean, those who smoke already, and those who drink. Because even if it was legalized, I still wouldn't smoke. Like I don't smoke, so it wouldn't make a difference for me.
So the marijuana side was, the way that they advertised it was not as aggressive, of course, and that's, I believe that's one of, even though it had more money.
Did it really?
They had more money.
Then they
it's
blew
amazing.
it.
They fucking blew it away, and they spend it on fucking shit that
on weed.
Yeah. And what I do believe it needs to be legalized, of course, and the most important reason being that it takes power away from the fucking gangs who do not give a fuck about who they're gonna sell it to, who they're not regulating in any way, and a lot of people are dying because of it. At least you're taking some of their market away, because they still make money out of selling other substances, but at least you will take some of their power away if we legalize weed. You know what I mean? And that's very important. The other day, somebody put on Facebook and this is what I have a problem with. I have a problem with the extra effort that people put into demonizing weed. Right? Somebody put a post on Facebook that said that during the San Francisco Giants parade, hell yeah! Today I'm throwing a party at Mist. It's black and orange, for the celebration of
I got the best kush ever.
The Giants.
There you go. The Giants, the baseball team winning
World Series champions.
Hell yeah.
2010.
So somebody put a post in Facebook that said, walking around, I can't believe all of these descarados, sinvergüenza, smoking weed in front of the kids over here in the parade. You know what I mean? Like, there was people drinking.
Yeah.
There was people smoking cigarettes too. I didn't see you putting any comments about that. And if somebody's smoking, guess what? You can just fucking move somewhere else. Let me tell you, there were parts in the parade where people were not smoking amazingly enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's this is America. Like,
and then
if you don't like
demonizing it, like demonizing weed, really makes it so that you put it in the level of other drugs like cocaine, like crack, but it's not. They're not at the same level.
And it prevents this type of things.
Yeah. So by calling it like putting it at the same level, you're saying that it's just as risky, and it's not.
And it stops the work that we people that are conscious about the negative impacts of illegal substances not being, of gangs using these illegal substances to make their profit, because we are conscious of that. It really stops our work and the things that we're trying to do. You know what I mean? People died in fucking Mexico in the thousands in the thousands. People are dying more in Mexico than they now die in Afghanistan.
Wow.
Which is fucking crazy,
Yeah.
man. For reals, like we need to legalize this for the good of all of these people that are fucking dying, man, and are suffering. All these little fucking kids, people's head are being chopped off, like in the middle of, in front of everybody, in front of the whole community, in order to send messages. These are to the extent that these drug dealers are going. So, just be extra aware of this. People are not gonna stop smoking weed.
No.
People are gonna smoke weed regardless.
Definitely.
If you, if you're gonna have them buy that shit from somebody who is gonna use that money in a negative way, or you're gonna get this person arrested, which contributes to the overpopulation of minorities in jails, then if you believe that that's what we should do, then fuck you.
And for safety reasons of consumption too, so when it's legalized, how you were saying earlier, like what you're getting, it's not laced with something else.
Yes. Especially, I'm of the belief that we should legalize all drugs, personally. You know what I mean? And this especially applies to substances that are que tienen más químicos, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah.
So because you
yeah, and
don't
when
have any
our
regulation.
jails, most people there are there because of drug violations. Like it's not even violent offenses. It's like people who got high and end up in jail for it.
But anyways, let's talk about something else. You have otra noticia que queríamos mencionar.